In this tutorial, we're going to be learning about some basic body tracing around the elbow and neck. We're going to add a little bit more to the basic body tracing, the basic torso lacing. Same principle, you're just tracing your torso here, but instead of coming from the back to the front and wrapping the wrist, we're actually going to go all the way to the elbow. So from the back guided position to the front, you get to the wrist with the handle, you go past the wrist, pointing at the elbow, moving around the elbow, and I actually kind of tend to lift my elbow up a little and point it up so that I can guide this along the front into this open-handed grip. And then I'm right back to the front of my torso to a back trace. So from the back to the front, past the wrist, pointing around the elbow, elbow points up into the air, guide the fiber, and back around. So it looks something like this. When you get comfortable with that, you don't have to lift the elbow up in the air. It can stay down low here. You can play with how you angle that. One of the keys here, as I trace around my elbow, again, is keeping space. So when I come around the elbow, you'll notice just how far the fiber is away from my body here. So this is creating space, it's actually protecting my face from getting fibers in it. So now here, the fibers are less likely to hit me in the face. Of course, you can use your body movement here. What you will find is just about anywhere that you do a wrist flip in the front, you can substitute an elbow. So even if I'm coming down here, I can still go around the elbow from that position. Maybe I'm just going for one leg around the elbow. Something else that combos really nicely with the elbow is coming actually around behind the neck and head. So basic idea, from the same side that you're holding the handle from, come up past that armpit, behind the neck, and don't just touch the neck, really kind of reach a little bit farther behind and stretch out past it, and then you can come around to the upward pointing elbow and trace around into this open grip. So it really ends the same as the basic elbow trace, but first you come up around behind the head and trace the elbow. And you can really just repeat this if you want to get used to it. One of the key things here, it can kind of start to get stuck on the back of your neck. One of the key things that really helps me with this is I'm kind of already reaching a bit across, so I have some slack. And as I'm pulling with the handle, I'm pushing the elbow and the hand out a bit. It's almost the equivalent of doing this, which we already do when you're doing a basic torso lace. You are actually kind of pulling the hand out and around a little bit so that there's less chance of getting stuck. That works with your elbow as well. So come around, get to the elbow as the handle is coming across, your elbow and arm are guiding out, bringing it down, preventing it from getting stuck. That was another little behind the neck combo there. That's another fun one to try. So as you get comfortable with this basic one around to the front guided position, you can come around the elbow. The elbow's really got to be pointing up, the hand has to be far enough down, and then you're going to draw the handle behind the head and around the neck. And that gets you to this position where you're close to this home armpit. You can draw the handle down behind the back and come into a behind the back lace. Okay, so to review key points, we're still building this off the basic lace, but we're going past the wrist, pointing again at the body part that we're going around, in this case the elbow. It helps if you point the elbow up because then gravity is sort of pulling the fibers down, keeping it from falling off the elbow. Keeping space, guiding, protecting your face. And we want to focus on drawing, using the guiding hand to draw apart from the handle. So as you come around the elbow, I'm pushing my elbow out as I draw around my body. That goes the same for around the neck. Coming around behind the neck, extra space, get to the elbow. Elbow pushes out as the handle comes across, and that prevents you from really getting tied up like this. And once you feel comfortable with that, you can spice it up by going around the elbow and then zigzagging back behind the head and getting to this entry to the back. All right, hopefully that gives you some more to play with your basic body tracing, and we're gonna have some more tutorials come very soon.